Welcome to the Quiz 3 Reteach. One of the big things to know for this quiz was the law of superposition. That is that the oldest is on the bottom and that the youngest is on the top. So the other thing to know is the law of cross-cutting relationships, and that is that anytime a feature crosses other rock, the other rock has to be older, and the feature that's crossing the rock is younger. So if we look at this sequence of layers, we can see that we have a fault here at E and an igneous intrusion here at D. And so when we look at these in terms of age, it would go like this. C would be the youngest, followed by B, then A. We know all three of those are older because both E and D cross-cut through those. And the oldest is on the bottom, youngest is on the top. And then D, and then E is the youngest because E cross-cuts through everything. In this sequence of rocks, if we follow what we know that F is the oldest, followed by E, followed by D, because it only has contact metamorphism happening below it, so it is an igneous intrusion that came out on the surface and extruded. And then there is C, B, and then A. This one's a little trickier. Many steps go on here. So we have a fault that cuts through 4 layers of rock. We have an igneous intrusion that cuts through quite a few as well. So this one would go E, G, L, C, and then H shows that fault's cutting through the 4 layers of rock, but not through M. And then there's D, and then this is layer J, and that igneous intrusion goes through J, but not N, so that comes next as A, and then it's N, K, B, and then F is our final layer. For this layer of rock, we have once again an igneous intrusion, and then we have an erosion event in addition to the layers. So this one layers out with P as the oldest, then K, M, S, and X, and then R cuts through all of those, so it is next, followed by B, then J, and finally F. A couple other things to know when you retake the quiz. Fossils are found in sedimentary rock because it doesn't break them. So the vast majority of all fossils are found in sedimentary rocks. Remember, igneous rocks are likely to melt or destroy the fossils, and the heat and pressure it takes to make metamorphic make it really unlikely to find fossils in those. And then absolute dating tells scientists the exact age of the rock. We have an absolute date on that rock, where relative dating means something's just older or younger than something else. Like relative to my house, I'm younger than the house I live in, but I'm older than the school I teach in. I haven't told you my exact age, but I've given you my relative age or relative date of how old I am. Good luck on the quiz. Do your best, take your time, and think through how those layers formed.